There is a very challenging fight with a very powerful ability as the reward for beating it, and it is the head case combat simulator fight where you have to defeat the Mind Flayer first before you eliminate the two smaller enemies. And it's challenging because the two other enemies have a very low health pool, so it's easy to take them out accidentally. And they can also one-shot you or set you up to be one-shot if you don't somehow deal with them. So this can be challenging. I think a lot of people are having trouble with it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. For your party selection, use whoever you're comfortable with in difficult fights, but you need to make sure that you have Barret in there. So you need to work Barret into that party. And so for me, it doesn't really matter as long as I have Tifa. Tifa is my girl, and if I have her, you know, when the boss gets staggered, the fight is over. So anyway, what's important is Barret. And on Barret, you want to have a binding materia linked with a magnify materia. You should have both of these by now. And optionally, very nice to have, but optional, the Marlboro orb as your accessory. Equip that on Barret also, and it will make the sleep last longer. And so now the strategy is to, manage ATB with Barret and play support with him. And as Barret, you want to always make sure that those two little enemies are asleep and out of the way. Originally, I was using Aerith for this support role, but I found that Barret is so much better for this. One, because he's tanky, but two, it's much easier to manage ATB with him. Like basically, if you have an overcharge ready to go, you've got an ATB, an automatic full ATB in the bank that as soon as you press triangle, you're gonna get an ATB charge and then you can instantly sleep. So even if you're in a pinch, just switch to Barret, overcharge, and then you can put the two guys to sleep. So that's what makes Barret so key for this fight, is he just makes ATB management really easy, and he's easy to use. He's tanky. You don't have to do a lot of setup with him like you do with Aerith or some others. And then you can focus on using abilities and building synergy with Tifa and Cloud. And I would suggest building synergy and using Tifa and Cloud's synergy ability. I'll get to that in a second. Once you use the synergy ability, you could pressure the Mind Flayer, and if you did everything right, it should be a wrap with Tifa. So, use all the crit damage stuff, and then from there, I would suggest having the ATB boost materia, activate that, and then alternate doing triangle uppercuts and dive kicks. And while Tifa's doing that, I would suggest using your most powerful spells from the other two on the Mind Flayer. And this should take care of the Mind Flayer, but even if he survives, it's no big deal, because Barret will have full synergy, and after all of that with Tifa, she should too, and you could instantly go into another synergy ability. So give this a try. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. It makes the fight pretty easy. It shouldn't take you more than a few attempts, because